The Vivomeetings Learning Center provides convenient access to information about Vivomeetings products and features.
Hey there, welcome along to this video, and today I want to talk about moderator controls, because when you're in a meeting you want to make sure it goes smoothly and you can control everything, right? So we're going to cover a number of things here, such as muting participants, spotlighting participants, how to change the format of the meeting on the fly, and a few other little things. So let's go. So the very first thing that I want to show you is how to actually change the format of the meeting, because this can really help you when you want to control things. So if I go to the More button and if I go to Settings, what I can actually do is I can go to Meeting Mode, and if you've watched my previous video you will know that we can change it to Conversation or Collaboration mode, where all participants join unmuted and have full access. That can be if you're working with a group that you know very well, that's good. In Q&A mode, all participants join the meeting muted but can unmute themselves and have restricted access to sharing tools. Or if you want to do a presentation that you don't want to be interrupted on, you can go into presentation or webinar mode. And if you want to find out more information about any of those, you just click on the arrow and it will show you all of the information that you need. So normally when I'm working with my clients, I go in under conversation and collaboration mode. But when I want to do a webinar, well, I choose webinar mode. So I can just save that and I can change that at any time that I wish. Now the next thing that I may want to do is I may want to go into chat, and I may actually want to select mute chat. So I can just click on the down arrow here, and I can have disable chat so that nobody can chat with anybody, or I can say chat with moderators only. So if you have another moderator who is working with you on a webinar, you can just chat between the two of you. I can say that there is public chat only, so that obviously means that everybody can chat with everybody else. Or I can say that there is public and private chat. So that means that I can privately chat to somebody who is in the webinar if I wish, or I can have public chat. Now it's up to you which one you decide to use. Now, if you want to highlight a speaker so that everybody sees a speaker, because normally what happens is the person who is speaking is highlighted on screen. So if I want to actually highlight a speaker, what I can do is I can go down here, click on the pin, and then I can say spotlight pin for everyone, or I can say spotlight pin for me only. So if I want to focus in just on one person and always have them on my screen, I can say pin for you only by obviously clicking on the person's image, or I can spotlight that person for everybody. So everybody will actually see that person. So when you spotlight or pin somebody, it means that they will be spotlighted for everybody, and they will take over the screen no matter who is speaking or whoever is sharing on screen. So just be aware of that. Now, what are some other things that the moderator can do? Well, if the moderator wants to invite somebody at the last minute, maybe somebody who hasn't registered for the webinar, you can always click on Invite Participant, and you can put in their contact details here and send the information. So another thing a moderator can do is they can actually ask a poll question, and I can create a poll. Where are you? Okay, and then I can say at home, in the office. Okay, and then I can start that poll, and that will come on screen and I will see as people vote. And when I'm finished, I can actually say show the poll results, and I can end poll, and it would come up with the amount of people who actually voted there. Now, another thing that can happen sometimes when you're in a meeting is that somebody forgets to mute themselves, or you've allowed them to enter in and everybody's unmuted and you say, please, could everybody mute themselves, and they don't mute themselves. Well, what you can do is you can go down here to the little microphone button, and you can actually mute the person there. And it actually tells me that I'm muted, and it says, are you trying to speak? So the last thing I want to show you is you should encourage people to use the raise their hand facility. So you can just click on that, and I see a little hand over here, one hand raised, and I can click on it and it tells me who has raised their hand. Now when I want to lower my hand, either me or I want to lower the hand of somebody else, I can just click on lower hand and that will actually go away. So this is very, very useful to get your attention if everybody is muted. I hope you enjoyed that video on moderator controls. Of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel, ring the bell so that you can be notified of new trainings that we have. And as soon as they're uploaded, you will be the first to know. I'll see you in the next video.